Have you ever wondered why so few Americans live in New York's capital compared to New York City? It's a fascinating question, isn't it? We're talking about Albany, the understated capital of the Empire State and New York City, the bustling metropolis that's often dubbed as the city that never sleeps. Two cities, both in the same state, yet so different in their appeal and the life they offer. Let's start with Albany, a city that's known for its rich history and political significance. It's the place where decisions are made, laws are passed, and the future of New York State is shaped. Despite its importance, Albany is often overshadowed by its glamorous cousin downstate. On the other hand, we have New York City, the most populous city in the United States. It's a global powerhouse, a melting pot of cultures, and a city that's always on the move. From the towering skyscrapers of Manhattan to the hipster vibes of Brooklyn, New York City is a city of contrasts. It's a place where dreams are made and broken, where every street corner has a story to tell. While Albany offers a more laid-back lifestyle, New York City is all about the hustle and bustle. The pace of life in these two cities is as different as night and day. Albany's charm lies in its quiet neighborhoods and historical landmarks, while New York City is known for its vibrant nightlife, diverse food scene, and endless opportunities. So why do so few Americans choose to live in Albany compared to New York City? Is it the allure of the big city lights that draws people to New York City? Or is it the high cost of living that deters them from settling down in the capital? But before we jump into conclusions, let's not forget that both cities have their unique charm and attractions. What might seem like a drawback to some might be a selling point for others. Let's dive into the specifics of what each of these cities has to offer. First, let's talk about the living conditions in both cities. New York City, often fondly referred to as the Big Apple, is a melting pot of cultures, a city that never sleeps, a metropolis buzzing with life at all hours. The city is home to a diverse mix of people, from Wall Street brokers to Broadway performers, creating a dynamic and vibrant lifestyle. This diversity is reflected in every aspect of life, from the food to the arts. However, this fast-paced lifestyle may not be everyone's cup of tea. Now let's consider Albany, the capital city of New York State. Here, life moves at a more leisurely pace. The city has a strong sense of community and a rich history, with a lifestyle that leans more towards the traditional. Albany offers a quieter, more laid-back environment, a stark contrast to the hustle and bustle of New York City. The city is home to a mix of professionals, students, and retirees who appreciate the slower pace of life and the city's focus on community and history. One of the significant differences between the two cities is the cost of living. New York City is one of the most expensive cities in the world, from housing to dining out. On the other hand, Albany offers a more affordable cost of living, with lower housing costs and overall living expenses. The weather also plays a role in living conditions. New York City experiences a humid subtropical climate with hot, humid summers and cold winters. Albany, on the other hand, experiences a humid continental climate with warm, humid summers and cold, snowy winters. In terms of healthcare, both cities offer quality medical care, but New York City has a higher concentration of top-ranked hospitals. However, Albany is not far behind, boasting a robust healthcare system. Clearly, the living conditions in these two cities are starkly different. A bustling metropolis versus a quieter capital city. Now let's tackle the elephant in the room, the cost of living. When you compare the cost of living in New York City and Albany, the gap is as wide as the Hudson River. Let's break it down, starting with housing. In the Big Apple, the cost of housing has skyrocketed over the years, with the median rent for a one-bedroom apartment in Manhattan exceeding $2,000 per month. On the other hand, Albany offers a much more affordable housing market, with the median rent for a similar apartment hovering around the $1,000 mark. Shifting gears to transportation, we find another stark contrast. The extensive public transportation system in New York City can be a blessing and a curse. While it can get you almost anywhere, it comes with a hefty price tag. A monthly Metro card will set you back over $100. In Albany, many residents opt for a car, and even with the costs of car ownership, the overall transportation expenses tend to be lower. Now, let's talk about food. If you're a foodie, New York City might seem like paradise, with its endless array of dining options. But these come at a premium. Even grocery prices in the city tend to be higher than the national average. In contrast, Albany offers a more modest dining scene, but the cost of groceries and dining out is significantly lower. And then there are the other essential expenses: utilities, healthcare, taxes, and more. Each of these categories follows the same trend, with costs in New York City far exceeding those in Albany. So what does this all mean? Well, it's a simple equation, really. The cost of living in New York City is significantly higher than in Albany, making Albany a more affordable choice for many. As we can see, your dollar stretches a lot further in Albany than it does in New York City. What about opportunities? Surely there's a reason people are willing to pay higher costs in New York City. Indeed, the Big Apple is a global economic powerhouse teeming with opportunities. It's home to Wall Street, the heart of the financial world, and a hub for industries as diverse as fashion, publishing, technology, and theater. In this city that never sleeps, the job market is as vibrant as its nightlife, offering a plethora of opportunities for those ready to hustle. But it's not just about work. New York City is also a global epicenter for education and culture. With esteemed institutions like Columbia University, New York University, and the Juilliard School, the city draws scholars and artists from around the world. And let's not forget the museums, Broadway, and iconic landmarks that make the city a cultural smorgasbord. However, let's shift our gaze to Albany, the capital of the Empire State. While it might not have the same level of international recognition, it's not without its own charm and opportunities. Albany boasts a robust job market, particularly in government, healthcare, and education sectors. It's home to the esteemed State University of New York at Albany and the Albany Medical College, providing ample opportunities for students and academics. On the recreational front, Albany offers a quieter yet fulfilling lifestyle. With the stunning Adirondack Mountains to the north and the historic Hudson River flowing by, Albany is a haven for nature lovers and history enthusiasts. The city's vibrant art scene, with its music festivals and art shows, gives a cultural richness that's hard to ignore. While the opportunities are abundant in New York City, Albany also has its own unique offerings. So why do so few Americans live in New York's capital compared to New York City? A question that brings us to the end of our journey through the tale of two cities. And now we're here to wrap it all up. We've seen how the living conditions in New York City and Albany differ significantly. New York City, with its skyscrapers and bustling streets, offers a fast-paced lifestyle amidst the glamour and grit. Albany, on the other hand, is more tranquil, offering a slower pace of life and a sense of community that can sometimes be hard to find in the Big Apple. The cost of living is another major factor. New York City's high cost of living is well known, with sky-high rents and pricey dining options. Albany, while not as affordable as some smaller cities in Pennsylvania, is still significantly cheaper than New York City, providing a more cost-effective alternative for many. Let's not forget about the opportunities each city presents. New York City, the city that never sleeps, is a hub for various industries, offering a plethora of job opportunities and a chance to rub shoulders with some of the best in the business. Albany, though not as vibrant in the job market, still provides ample opportunities, particularly in the government sector, given its status as the state capital. But as we've seen, it's not just about the tangible differences. It's also about personal preferences and lifestyle choices. Some people thrive in the hustle and bustle of New York City, while others prefer the quieter, more laid-back lifestyle that Albany offers. So, there you have it. The differences in living conditions, cost of living, and opportunities in both cities all play a part in why more Americans choose to live in New York City compared to Albany. But personal preferences and what one values in their living environment also play a significant role. Ultimately, the choice between New York City and Albany boils down to personal preference and what you value most in your living environment. Each city has its own unique charm and offerings,